The good girl is when you close your legs and the bad girl is when you open your legs. Why? Men, why? Anyway, because I know it was a man who came up with that. Like, let's be real. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Elaine. Welcome. I'm a weight loss health coach, a fitness enthusiast, and an activewear lover. This top is from OGLMove.com, by the way. Use code Elaine for 50% off. I love how vibrant it is. Today, we're doing health and fitness Q&A number 4, where I answer your health and fitness questions that you have submitted to me. If you want to submit a question, my email is on the screen and it's in the description box below so that you can submit your questions. Your questions are usually answered anonymously unless you request to be shouted out. If you're looking for ways to support me, pop over to my website, www.fitnessbeyondaesthetics.com. That is where you will find the forms to apply for weight loss coaching with me to become a client of mine, as well as my discount code, my Amazon finds, my merch, and anything else that you could possibly be interested in. This video will be timestamped with the questions so that you can pop over to the section that you want. Now, without further ado, let's answer some questions. Question number 1. Hi ladies, anyone else use cleaning as their primary source of exercise? I can't always motivate myself to work out, but I can usually motivate myself to clean. Is this effective? I'm fairly overweight, so I sweat a ton when I clean, and I feel like it's a good workout. Okay, so first of all, yes, when you are losing weight, any form of movement, it doesn't have to be formal exercise like going to a gym or doing a Zumba workout or doing yoga. Any form of movement will burn calories. So this could be intentionally taking the stairs at work. This could be cleaning around your house. I actually, the other day, I cleaned my apartment and I took 11,000 steps because there's so many things that I was like cleaning, going back and forth, doing laundry, cleaning the stove, all of these things. It does add up. So yes, cleaning and moving around your own house is a great way to get steps in, to get movement in. It's part of your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is the calories that you burn by not doing formal exercise or by not doing things like sleeping, digesting, all of that. Doing informal forms of exercise like cleaning your apartment and doing chores is a great way to get movement into your day to help along with your weight loss journey. However, I will add that just because you're sweating does not mean that you are necessarily getting a workout in. Think about it. When we sweat, especially in the summer, it's not necessarily because we're moving, it's just because we are hot. So sweating is not necessarily a good indicator of a good workout. However, the fact that you are intentionally moving, you're doing chores to clean the house and to get your exercise in is still burning calories, but I wouldn't rely too much on sweat as the indicator for you having a good workout, whatever that means to you. Question number 2. I was wondering, is losing 30 to 40 pounds an attainable goal in 7 months? Oh my God, I love that. Okay. Just trying to have real expectations. Yes! As I start my weight loss journey. Absolutely. It is so rare that people make very attainable long-term weight loss goals. This is extremely attainable. So let's just grab a little calculator here. So let's say they decide to go for 40 pounds, losing 40 pounds in the span of 7 months. That is losing about 5, let's round it up, 6 pounds a month. That is amazing. That is a great goal. So when it comes to long-term sustainable fat loss, not just weight loss, like actually losing fat, losing 0.5 to 2 pounds of fat a week has been shown in research to be a sustainable amount of weight loss for an individual. So losing 6 pounds a month so that you can lose 40 pounds overall in 7 months is extremely attainable. Any advice on a 16-year-old, 5'6", 240-pound female to lose weight fast but healthy? Okay. First of all, oh honey. Second of all, so I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but usually fast and healthy do not coincide very well in the weight loss sphere, because usually if you're losing weight fast, it's often unsustainable and you're usually using not the healthiest methods to get that weight off fast. So advice for not even just a 16-year-old, advice for anyone who is looking to lose weight, not fast, but long-term, consistently over a period of time, is to start adding whole grains to your diet. Increase your water intake, and you will know if you're hydrated if your pee comes out a light yellow color to a clear color. Add more lean proteins to your diet. Lean protein like chicken, turkey, meat alternatives like tofu, tempeh, beans. It will help spare your muscle while you are losing weight in your journey, which will help you in the long term with your weight loss, as well as protein is very filling and takes longer to digest. And protein also burns more calories through digestion than any of the other macronutrients. When you start incorporating these foods that are high in fiber, high in protein, and keeping your hydration up, you will naturally decrease your cravings for any of the processed foods that you currently have in your diet. And because you will feel more full due to the fiber content of most of these foods, you are less likely to keep eating and eating and eating and not feeling fulfilled when you have a more processed meal. But I will add, fast weight loss, put aside that term and just look at getting your weight loss to be consistent and sustainable over time. Look at the long-term vision and not just the short-term vision. Yes, short-term, losing 10 pounds in a couple weeks will feel great, but if you can't maintain that 10-pound weight loss and you just end up rebounding and gaining those 10 pounds back, and usually a little bit more, there was no point to losing that 10 pounds to begin with. I am fairly thin. How can I put on some healthy weight and muscle? Also, good workouts for legs, inner thigh, and arms. Thank you. All right, so I am fairly thin. How can I put on some weight? First thing is first, if you are looking to put on some weight, you're going to have to increase your calorie intake, your caloric intake, and that means usually the easiest way to do this is by adding more fats into your diet, because fats have 9 calories per gram of fat versus the other macronutrients, which are proteins and carbohydrates, only have 4 calories per gram. So fats are more calorically dense, they have more calories, therefore they can help you easier in your goal to gain weight. How do you increase your fat intake? You can increase it by adding some more oil and stuff when you are cooking your veggies. Maybe instead of usually steaming your veggies, you might pan fry them. You can add avocado, you can add coconuts and higher fat foods to your smoothies. Increase your intake of peanut butter. There are a lot of high fat foods that you can incorporate into your diet. Apart from that, you can also just increase the amount of food that you're eating. When people are trying to gain weight, sometimes the misconception is just go and eat McDonald's. Yes, that will help you gain weight. Believe me, that will. Like any processed food and a high enough intake will help you gain weight. However, if your goal long-term is to have a healthy lifestyle, adding more processed foods into your diet just for the purpose of gaining weight is actually going to be more detrimental to your health in the long term, because as we age, our metabolism slows, we end up losing muscle mass, and we become more susceptible to inflammatory disorders and just chronic diseases in general. That is the aging process. When you have a high processed food diet, you can increase your risk of inflammation, of things like obesity and type 2 diabetes, arthritis. Any inflammatory diseases can be exacerbated by including more processed foods in your diet. So when you're trying to gain weight, still include whole foods into your diet, but you might be eating more, or you might be increasing your intake of fats. Now, the second part of this question, how to get more muscle. So as you are increasing your caloric intake, start going to the gym and strength training regularly. So if you're strength training, usually most people start around 3 days per week, seems really attainable. Figure out the number of days that works into your lifestyle and that works for you, so that you don't feel overwhelmed and feel like it's too much of a chore to start working out, because that takes the fun out of resistance training and doing that form of exercise. But if you're wanting to build muscle, usually going to the gym and or investing in your own home workout equipment that has weight. If you are not in the position to afford weights, pop over to 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒎𝒐.com or 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒎𝒐 and use my code Elaine for 10% off any of their home workout equipment. I absolutely love their 2 band resistance set, but I digress. Thank you for that little ad. I digress. Yes, you're going to want to make sure that you have access to weights of some sort, whether that's at home and or in the gym, and this will help you gain the muscle so that you do have more shape to you as you gain weight through your increased caloric intake in your diet. To build muscle, you need to ensure that you are getting enough protein. The general recommendation for someone who is purposely trying to build muscle through strength training is 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you're 120 pounds, you would eat 120 grams of protein. If you're someone who is more active and you are going to be lifting heavy weight, you are probably going to want to increase the amount of protein that you are intaking. And then to address the third part of this question, what are some good weights for legs? If you're wanting to grow your quads specifically, I absolutely love the leg press and I love squats. Now, squats are not going to be for everyone depending on your back, especially if you have a previous back injury. So doing things like the hack squat or using the Smith machine for squats can help alleviate some of the stress on your back if you are not able to squat properly. For the inner thighs, usually any adduction exercises, they have this machine that people like to refer to as the good girl. The good girl is when you close your legs and the bad girl is when you open your legs. Why? Men, why? Anyway, because I know it was a man who came up with that. Like, let's be real. But anyway, the good girl, bad girl machine, if you're doing adductions, which is bringing your legs closer together in line with your body, then that will train your inner thighs. And then for arms, bicep curls, any form of bicep curls, just get them in. Just get your bicep curls in. It could be as easy as 3 sets, 10 reps every single session or every other session, but get your bicep curls in. I like to train my arms at least 2 times a week. When the gyms are open, I usually train my arms about 3 times a week because I absolutely love the look of shapely arms. And that's it for this week's health and fitness Q&A. Once again, if you want me to answer any of your questions or if you see questions on the internet that you would like me to answer, then please feel free to send them to me at my email that's on the screen and or the email that's in the description box. If you found this useful, make sure to hit the like and the subscribe button, because over 80% of you are still not subscribed to me even though you watch me. I know you watching me. I see you stalking me. Hit the subscribe button. What you doing? Thank you for being here. I always appreciate you and your time. If you're looking for ways to support me, pop over to my website, www.fitnessbeyondaesthetics.com, where you can apply to be a client of mine for weight loss health coaching. You can find my Amazon finds, my discount codes, my merch, and anything else that you could possibly be interested in. Always remember that your mindset is everything and that you're the baddest bitch out there. Baddest bitch and or bro, because I love my male subscribers. Love y'all. I appreciate you being respectful and always having engaging conversations with me. Watch the other videos that are on the screen. I say this so much and I still forget my lines. Can you believe that? Anyway, watch the other videos that are on the screen. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.